The theme of a shepherd either laying down his life or being willing to lay down his life is actually woven throughout a lot of the Old Testament. In fact, the first person to die in history, remember who he was? Abel. And what was Abel? He was a shepherd, and his death was at the hand of his brother, according to the flesh, Cain. And that, of course, is exactly what happened to Jesus. The innocent shepherd was slain by his Pharisaical brothers, according to the flesh. The next shepherd who has a death-like experience is Joseph, the beloved son of the Father, who keeps watch over his father's flock. And his brothers, according to the flesh, what do? When they see Joseph come out to see how everything is going? They plan to kill him. But instead of killing him, they sell him into slavery. And they stage his death, and they present a bloody garment to Joseph's father, Jacob. And through that death-like experience, Joseph ultimately rises to the ultimate position of power, and he's able to save all of his brothers in all of the world from starvation. He is a good shepherd whose life was given up for the sheep in order to save them. The next good shepherd is Moses. Moses ultimately, at the end of his life, as that shepherd, what does he do? He passes on the shepherd's staff to Joshua, and then he goes up on a mountain and he dies. And when that good shepherd over Israel dies, what happens? The people cross over into the promised land. Well, it's the same with you and me. When Jesus, the Good Shepherd, dies, what happens? He enables us to cross over into the promised land, into the promises of God, of the new covenant, where we have the abundant life, we have the gift of the Holy Spirit, we have heavenly resources. How about the next shepherd, David? We've already seen how he put his life at risk against lion and bear and giant. Well, when he was old, and Israel was going to be punished for his own sin of taking a census, he asked God to spare the flock of Israel because of his own sin. And you know what God does? He points them to the source who will ultimately spare them from his sin, and that is Jesus Christ. I want to